And welcome back to the Integrated Media Center here on the campus of Geneva College. I'm Chris Matthews, the Sports Information Director here at Geneva. And today we're joined by the Female Student Athlete of the Week, Jodie Carlson, a guard on the women's basketball team. You were selected as the Student Athlete of the Week after scoring 21 points, which was a career high for you on Saturday. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Well done. Now you're from Indiana, I believe, and so I'm curious how you ended up here at Geneva College.
Just like a combination of different factors, I guess. Basketball was definitely a huge part of it for me coming out of high school. I definitely wanted to continue my career, and also having a Christian environment with a major like communication disorders is pretty hard to find, so Geneva was just the perfect fit. Good.
On Wednesday at Chatham, you guys knocked off Chatham for your first road win in the conference. That was a pretty big win. I'm curious what Coach Wynn said to you guys in the locker room after the game. What was the team attitude like when you got back in?
Team consensus was just phenomenal. I mean, the intensity was incredible during the entire game, and just coming back into a locker room like that afterwards, that was actually like the first time we made playoffs. My freshman year was playing at Chatham, so it was a big win for us. Team that we definitely wanted to knock off, so really intense, really great.
Yeah, now when you play, you had a career high on 21 like we mentioned on Saturday. Do you keep track of kind of how many points you've scored as you're going along, or are you kind of one of those that you get to the end of the game, you look at the box score and say, oh, wow, I've scored a lot of points?
Yeah, it was definitely a surprise for me on Saturday. I knew going into the first quarter that I had like 6 to 8 points in the first, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a pretty good day for me, I guess, but I didn't really expect it to continue into a career high of 21, so it was definitely a good surprise. Nice.
And now tomorrow night's Westminster, which is Pack the Gym night. So if the viewers are wanting to come out to see some Geneva College basketball, tomorrow night's a good night to come out. Yep. Now for a lot of fans and alumni, Westminster is kind of a pretty big game. I'm curious, as a player, for the rest of your teammates, is Westminster kind of just another game on the schedule, or do you have certain teams that you identify that you really look forward to playing against?
I think Westminster is one of those teams that's just on the schedule for us, but being our last team in the first round of conference, it's definitely another win that we're looking to get moving into that second round. So.
All right. Now, I always finish the segments with 4 quick questions. I forewarned you about ahead of time. Just give me the first thing that pops into your head, all right? Now, at Alex's in the dining hall, if you can only eat at one food station for the next week, which one would you choose?
Definitely go for the made-to-order line with those noodle bowls.
All right. Now, if I were to walk over to your room, your dorm room right now, would I find it mostly clean or mostly messy?
Very clean.
Oh, nice.
Very organized.
Nice. You're would some people call you a neat freak?
I wouldn't go freak, but neat, definitely.
All right. Well, that's a good way to be. Now, we mentioned you set a career high of 21 points on Saturday. Do you know what your career high was in high school?
I do not. If I had to guess, I'd probably say like that 14 to 16, but definitely higher in college.
Oh, wow. So you're improving as you get better. Nice. And then the most important question, if you could only choose one, Instagram or Snapchat?
Definitely Instagram.
All right. Well, there you did. You passed with flying colors. Well done. That'll do it for this edition of the Student Athlete of the Week. I'm Chris Matthews, Sports Information Director. Until next time, storm on.